Madam is back and she's fiercer than ever. El Fuego and Babyface are nowhere to be found. Doc is out of jail and all of this is just getting started. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And in this video, I'm giving you my trailer breakdown for season 3, which will be returning on BET Plus on July 20th. If you missed it, I did give you guys an updated season finale for season 2 video recently, as well as all of the season 1 and 2 breakdowns are on the channel. If you would like to catch up very quickly before the new season premiere, you can do so. And also be on the lookout for my videos about Blue killing Fernando. Is El Fuego still alive? Where is Babyface? And more. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out when I post any All the Queen's Men content and conversations. And without further ado, let's talk about this trailer, child, because they dropped it initially on Instagram only. Before we jump into this video, I have to let you know that this video was created during the 2023 WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, the series being covered here wouldn't exist. Through the duration of these strikes, my company and I stand in solidarity with both unions and are refusing paid opportunities presented by struck companies such as the 8 major Hollywood studios. Content created on Erica Vane platforms are independent of any struck company and not created in promotion of said company. Articles, videos, and audio posts are created in critique of the media in support of the artists who created it. It is important that you, the audience, know that these strikes are a result of corporate greed. The writers and actors have been victimized by major studios for quite some time, and the time is now to demand fair pay and working conditions, standardized practices across streaming business models, and other terms that will ensure the pipeline for new aspiring creatives remains open and viable for years to come. At this time, neither union is calling for a boycott of any television or film content. If you would like to support either or both unions, consider donating to strike funds, walking local picket lines, and using your social media platform to amplify messages delivered daily by union members and leaders. Links to official websites and more information can be found in the description box down below. Videos explaining both strikes and continual strike news can be found on Erica Vane TV. Now let's get into it. And then I was able to see another version of it as a commercial through last week's episode of Sisters. So there's a couple of different visuals that I'm looking at here, but we're going to talk about all of it. Now, the IG trailer starts off with Madam walking into the senior dancers, the main primetime marquee dancers dressing room, similar to what she would typically do on a night when she's getting ready and like telling them to get this money and this, that, and the third. So you would be led to believe that things are getting back to normal, even though when we left off in season 2, El Fuego, Baby Boy, Babyface, that's his name. Babyface and Doc were all in prison, and Doc had only gotten in jail so that he could be able to help Babyface to kill El Fuego, child. But this first glimpse lets us know that at some point that it's going to be back to normal, and it might not be back to normal with everybody that we once knew and loved, but it's going to get back to normal, and Eden is going to open up. If y'all recall, in the last episode last season, Madam wound up having to shut Eden down quickly and early because the concierge showed up and he was demanding that she came to Columbia to explain Lotus's death. Blase boom. He had a bunch of assassins in the audience, and it was going to get real bloody real quick if she didn't do something about it. So that let me know that we're going to get back to that. However, that is intercut with a moment of her and Tommy in these black bomb outfits, if I must say so myself, bomb outfits with a tied up undercover, the little white man cop dancer. His ear busted, so they done cold cocked him with a gun or something. He bleeding out, his ear leaking, and he also looked like he's sitting down but tied up, and it's cut with that. So it's like things are getting back to normal, but just as deadly as normal. And we get the voiceover of Madam saying the worst thing about me is that I'm deadly, or the most dangerous thing about me is that I'm deadly. So y'all, Madam is going to probably be catching hella bodies this season. Like, she is not stopping no time soon. More bodies is gonna hit the flow, and it's just gonna have to be what it's gonna be. And you know, we can't really blame her. And in that same scene with the black, we get a close-up of Madam saying, you know, just pull the trigger. She's taking a gun from behind Tommy's back, and then she looks like she handed it to somebody. And I think that she handed it to Trouble, y'all. We can't really see, it's blurred out, but the face is light-skinned, and the silhouette looks like Trouble. And I think that this is only happening because Trouble and Rayshawn walked in on Midnight and Amp trying to get rid of that girl's body after Amp unalived her. So they're gonna have to basically jump Trouble into this whole thing. And now that she been wanting to be down this whole time, you didn't want to be a part, you want to be in the family, now you're gonna be in the family. Now Madam is trying to make her take out the undercover cop. Y'all think she gonna do it? Let me know in the comment section down below if you think she gonna do it, because I don't know if Trouble got it in her. Now from there, we're quickly ushered to a nice looking, sweet, wholesome moment with Madam in a nice little suit, and her daddy look like he's on the mend, y'all. He's in his wheelchair. She's rubbing his knee. They looking like, oh, I love you, you love me. But he got some things up his sleeve. If y'all recall, we found out very early on, I feel like this was in season 1, that her dad was the leader of a gang, like the Black Rock Boys, and basically Madam inherited that from her father, and that's where her and her sister were beefing over, controlling that particular organization. And you know, her sister was mistreating the daddy when he was living with her. I think that this beat, or like at least seeing the daddy now, is that he is going to be coming to live with Madam, and she's going to be taking care of him and keeping him right by her side. You know that he has given her advice in past seasons, and she's definitely stuck by that. And there's been various moments where she went back to some of the things that he taught her growing up, and she loves her dad very much. So I definitely think that we're going to see him a lot more this season. And it's so interesting because while we're getting to see that visual, it's also cut with her, you know, giving a speech with like a voiceover. She's like, I can either be an angel or a devil. And then they go through a series of 3 different scenes. So it's her with her daddy, so sweet. I could either be an angel. Then it's a little intercut with her with a nice little sexy black dress on, and it looks like she's having a contentious moment with somebody, but also at her house. I don't think that this is at the club or anything. And then it cuts to actually picking up where that voiceover audio comes from, and she's talking to somebody, and it looks like either Blue, this is Blue's hand. It doesn't look like Tommy's hand. Blue has a gun on somebody that she's actually talking to. And then child, it cuts to Doc and the doofy ass detective. But Madam is really about to show her bipolar this season. And honestly, y'all, I've been waiting for it like since season 1, episode 1, when they introduced Madam and they had that whole montage of her looking like she had like psychosis or like multiple personality disorder, and they really built up this whole like, oh no, something's mental with mama, and then they never retouched on it. I was like, that's a missed opportunity. But hey, maybe this season we're gonna be seeing that happen. Like she's gonna be coming upon a like mental break with all the pressures of everything that's going on, and we about to see really like multiple personalities when it comes to Madam. Who the hell knows? But Miss Mama's detective, y'all know I ain't never been a fan of her. I think that she dumb. I think that she's handling this investigation stupid, but I also am not rooting for the cops, so fuck 12. I don't know how Doc got out of jail. There's a quick scene where she's talking, the detective talking, and it looks like they're at a bar or something, because you know she loves to approach people at inappropriate places. They not at the club, they definitely outside of some other nightlife situation, and she's like, she's going down, and Doc is sitting here with his little glasses trying to look all like a normal man, and not that he raggedy, because Doc is raggedy, y'all. And then that's cut with her coming to some scene. It's probably like a scene of a crime, a body is dropped, and she's trying to get breath or whatever, because I don't think that she's actually arresting nobody. She barely does a good job of doing that. When she arrests people, she has no idea what she's arresting them for. Her evidence is shoddy at best. I get it, you gotta have cops to have the whole robbers and the crime portion, but we need some new cops, because these cops are all wag, and they all not good at their job. They're not good adversaries. Like, they're light work for Madam. Speaking of Madam, following that scene, we get to see Madam walking out of the club with Tommy behind her, and then some little dark-skinned beauty. I'm like, where the hell is Blue? Who is Miss Mama's to your right, y'all? I gotta figure out who she is, and once I know, y'all definitely gonna know. Child, they just felt the need to put this goofy ass scene of Amp getting his body roll on because he's back on stage. And y'all know I do not see it for Amp. I will never see it for Amp. At this point, he's given very much so irredeemable. He's a whack man. He's a goofy man. He's a ridiculous man. And he deserves to rot in hell, if you ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it pushing, because it's little sprinkles of him back on on the stage and dancing or climbing up some pole on the side or whatever. So clearly he getting back to business as usual after he didn't unalive this second woman. You're a menace to society, sir, and you need to go seek help. Is that damn air mattress still on the floor at your house? Anyway. Then we get to see the scene where Madam gets a call from the concierge and saying that a reckoning must happen. And this is before we get to see a bunch of like action sequences. And I think this is because she was supposed to, or not supposed to, the concierge requested strongly that she bring her ass to the airport so that they can go to Colombia and explain to Lotus's father in the finale of last season why Lotus's head fell off her body. And I don't think Madam went. So I think the concierge is like, okay, you think I'm playing with you? Now a reckoning is finna come. This is really finna be war. And that's what they're alluding to with all of these damn action scenes. We got a car going through a wall at like a convenience store or a gas station. We got something blowing up outside of that same place. Like later on in the trailer, we get a cop car. I think that's chasing Madam, because we get a moment where it looks like she's driving in a high-speed chase and she gets the car to flip over. It's like a lot going on. There's a bomb placed in the car that blows up right outside Eden with some lady in it, but I can't tell who the lady is. It's a lot of stuff. This trailer escalates very, very quickly, y'all. From the moment where Madam is taking a call and we get the voiceover with the concierge, then we get the car going through the wall, a moment where Madam looks like she's in the basement. You know, she be torturing people and killing people in the basement. She's like, can I get one day without violence? And she's probably about to kill somebody right now. But it's so like close up, you can't see. Blue counting money, and then she gets to see that they some marked bills, and it looks like Madam, like right after that, Madam is giving the money to the detective. So it's like, girl, take these marked ass bills back. You not slick. Again, you don't know what you're doing. I need a better level detective, because they done sent the amateur to play with the expert, and I'm finna eat your ass up. Like I said, the cop car, you know, flips over. Then we get a moment of Rayshawn standing off with Tommy, and I'm just like, what's going on there? It gotta have something to do with him in trouble seeing that body. However, they have already done something for Rayshawn, so Rayshawn really already owes them, and Rayshawn is already kind of like in when it comes to like the illegal behavior, because they handle, you know, Miss Tammy, is that what her name is? The damn lady, dark-skinned lady with the sick sexual stuff with her husband. They handled him for Rayshawn. So I don't know if they're going to have Rayshawn kill nobody, like Madam is trying to have trouble, but maybe that moment with Tommy and Rayshawn standing off with one another is that. But I feel like Rayshawn is going to find his confidence this season. He's like hit rock bottom, and now he's going to climb his ass up, and I'm here for it. I'm excited for it, because I hate what they did to him. I don't know who these people are when this car blows up and like trying to jump. Like, I feel like jump away from it. I feel like it's Blue and Midnight maybe, but that's literally just a guess because you can't see. And the very last moment of the trailer is a very close up on Madam looking down on somebody, and it's almost from their perspective. I don't know who this is going to be. And she's like, when I say you're not ready, you're not ready. Love that for us. Oh yeah, it's more. Doc swings on some dark-skinned dude in the locker room, and then her dad unveils all these guns in the bed laying next to him. I think that he's in Eva's house. Not Eva, y'all. Madam's house. And that's pretty much all of the like Instagram trailer that they had premiered. And it looks like the commercial that they're running on BET in between, you know, episodes of other shows is just a shortened version of that. Those are all my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comment section down below. How are we feeling? Are we excited for season 3? What are some of the storylines that you're most excited about? What characters are you most excited about seeing? Again, I do have quite a few All the Queen's Men videos coming to talk about season 3 and what we can expect a little bit more. Will Fuego live? Did Blue kill Fernando? Where is Babyface? And more. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out when I talk about All the Queen's Men right here on Erica Vane TV. It's your good sis. You let her talk TV with. I'm gonna see you in the next one.